Sit down. And when you're in your very own square, turn your body and look at my chair because Miss Bond is going to be reading us a story. Eris, stand up and go sit in the square next to Abigail, behind Abigail, okay? Cole, could you move back just a bit, please?
So, my
Come on,
friends,
Eris, come here.
last week we learned that one way to become better writers is by reading some examples of good writing. So last week you guys read Red is a Dragon. And we're actually going to read another book today by the same person who wrote Red is a Dragon. So you might see some similarities, some things that look the same in the book that we're going to read today because it's written by the same person. So today we're going to read
the same person, like the girl and the other girl from Round is a moon.
We're going to read Round is a Mooncake. Yep. So the way that I'm going to read this book is I'll read the words on the page and then I'll show you the pictures. Round is a mooncake. Round is the moon. Round are the lanterns outside my room. Round is a pebble that I found, a bowl of goldfish that make no sound. Sanvi.
The red is the dragon is kind of
So you found a connection. Round are the rice bowls in our house. Round are the eyes of my curious mouse. Can anyone raise their hand and tell me what shape she's been talking about these past few pages? Augie.
circle.
Yeah,
And
circle.
I was just stretching.
Oh, you were just stretching.
But I did say it.
Circle or round. Round is the ball that spins and twirls and the happy faces of boys and girls. Penny?
Purple. What is that monitor? There's a dragon. There's a dragon just like in this. There's a dragon.
Another connection. Round are cups of jasmine tea at a table beneath a tree. What other round things do you see? Jack, do you see something else round in this picture? The round table. What else, Ellie?
The middle of the flower.
Okay, what else? Ada. Wait, Liam. Okay, Julia, do you have another one?
The head of everyone.
We're gonna take one more. Endero, do you have one?
A monkey head is round.
Yeah.
I already said. No, you should say that too.
Square is a checkerboard in the park. Square is my name, Chop's inky mark.
Inky mark.
What shape did we move on to? Square. Excuse me. Square are tofu and radish cakes. Square are the sweets the bakery makes. Dylan. It's wrong. Sit up and cross your legs.
Anders, that wants to stay in
Cross. Sit up and sit crisscross in the pocket. Square is the box that pizza comes in, and dim sum made by Mrs. Chin. Yum.
Pizza. 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 My pizza is my favorite. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Mamma mia.
Square is the basket where kittens sleep. Square is a box for secrets I keep.
That's a rectangle.
Looks like a rectangle to you. Square is a window with a view. Square is my room and my family's house too. I can name more square things. Can you? Who can raise their hand and tell me what square things you see in this picture? Just pick one, Rania. Yeah. Do you see a square in this picture?
Dylan.
Dylan.
Oh, yeah.
Is that two? The step.
The step. Okay.
Okay, great. Kind of
Abigail. Oh, we're gonna stay at our seat. Stay at our seat. Look at the picture and tell me what you see that's a square. The house is a square. Sanvi.
The house is this.
The house is. Any other squares in this picture, Jack? Rania. We'll take one more, Rex.
Window.
The windows are squares. Six.
And
Rectangles are inking stones, paintbrush racks, and mobile phones. You know what a mobile phone is? It's another way of saying your cell phone. Or walkie-talkie.
Are we doing rectangles?
We just moved on to rectangles. Popo's favorite Chinese lace, a very special pencil case.
Can you look at the picture and raise your hand if you think you know who Popo is? What do you think Popo is, Jack? The what? Okay, that's a good guess. Who could Popo be in the picture? I drew who's Popo?
The kid.
Well, the little girl's the one telling the story. She said Popo's favorite lace. Next, who could Popo be?
That grandma.
People have lots of different names for their grandmother. I've heard some of you call your grandmother Gigi or Grammy or Granny. There's lots of different names for
I
grandmothers.
called my grandma. I called my grandma.
What? I'm sorry, sir. Can you you can have 5 seconds to tell somebody what you call your grandmother.
He's putting it on. Hey, Juliet, can Jay also share with you guys because he doesn't know. What do you call your grandmother?
What do you call your grandmother? Gigi, what do you call your grandmother? All right, 3, 2, 1. Check to see if you're still crisscross applesauce and looking at Miss Bond.
Rectangles are sacks of rice, and abacus to tell the price. Raise your hand if you can tell us what an abacus might be looking at the picture. Rania, do you know what an abacus is?
Abacus is something to count.
Something to count with. You're right. So this here in the picture, an abacus helps you count. It helps you do math. So these beads move from side to side and it helps you count when you're doing math.
We have one.
We have one in the classroom, exactly.
I have one though. I have one in my house. Me too.
Show me a connection sign. A puppet stage and homemade tickets. Rectangles are homes for crickets.
Juliet, stay in the square.
Who are the crickets? Dragons. That's so
My friends, we have just a few more pages left. Turn your voice off.
This is a
Lucky money on a tree. Envelopes for you and me.
This is made of 2 squares.
Listen.
Rectangles are books for fun. A bed to sleep in when day is done. Can you name another one? Turn to a neighbor and tell them something that's a rectangle. The shape of a rectangle. Turn and tell a neighbor.
So, Juliet, can Jay share with you?
Dylan, what's a rectangle?
What is?
Huh?
In 3, 2, 1.
Rectangle?
Eyes on me.
Eyes on you.
Turn your voice off and make Make sure you're crisscross. So last week when we read Red is a Dragon, it gave us some inspiration, some ideas to use for our writing. Then we made color books. So today, we're not going to make a book, we're going to make a list. And we're going to start by making one together. So our list, let's see. We talked about a lot of different shapes in this book, right? We talked about circles and rectangles and squares. So when we make our list, we're going to make a list of different things that are different shapes. So for my list, for our list that we're going to do together, I'll pick that our list is going to be a list of circle shapes. So I'll show you an example. I'm going to draw a ball because I know that a ball is round. A ball is circle. So I'm going to make our circle here. And then once
be a basketball.
it's a baseball. So now that I've drawn my ball, I'm going to write the word ball next to it. So when I look at my list, I can remember what I've drawn. So when I write my word here, I'm going to sound it out. Ball. So I know it starts with a B. Ball. La. And I hear an L sound at the end of that. So I'm going to label this ball. Raise your hand if you could tell me what something else is that's round that we could add to our list of round things. Raise your hand. Another round thing, Humaira. The sun is round, so we're going to add sun to our list here. Now, think about for just a second. We're going to write sun here, but who could raise your hand? What sound do you hear in sun? Penny. Penny says C for sun. Who raise your hand if you would feel comfortable coming up and putting a C here next to our sun? Who will write a C up here? Anders, come on up and use my pencil. Write C up here for sun.
Juliet,
Thank
I
you.
asked you if it
Does
comes out of
anybody else
your
hear
wrist,
any
it
other
is going to be
sounds
mine.
in
So put it on
sun?
and leave it.
Ellie. Ellie says there's a U and an N. So
You know
I'm going to
what?
write C.
Yes, but some kids hear it as a C, so that's okay. So
And
when
for sun,
you
raise your
choose
hand if you can
yours,
think of another
you can-
shape we should add to our
but
list
some
of circle
kids,
things.
sometimes C also makes
Dylan.
sound like in circle. Do you know how you write
Okay,
circle?
what was your round thing you
It sounds
got?
like S, but there's a C in circle. See that?
Ooh,
So
a
sometimes
pumpkin.
C also makes.
Okay, so I'll add
But
pumpkin
if you
to
know
our
it
list
is S, you
here.
write it as.
Give it a stem.
Can you save it? Can you wait until you get it from the card?
Okay. Sounds in pumpkin. Raise your hand. Eris. Pumpkin. Okay. P. P. Raise your hand if you could write a P up here for us. JJ. I'm excited to write your idea.
Make sure you're sitting crisscross, guys, on your bottoms.
Thank you.
Jack, Sandra,
JJ
we're
put a
almost done
P
here.
up here for pumpkin. What other sounds do we hear in
Back up.
pumpkin? Juliet.
Another P.
Another P we hear in pumpkin. Do we hear any other sounds in pumpkin? Coal. A coal. A K, I meant to say. Pumpkin. Do we hear any other sounds in pumpkin? Sunny. Sanvi hears an I and
Get your body brain picture.
so now I'm looking at our list. Hands down. When I go back and I look at my list, I see I have a ball, and I've written all the sounds that I hear in ball, sun, and pumpkin. And now my next step would be to go back and I could color these in if I had time
And
to.
an air bullet.
So what we're going to do is I picked to do round things on my list. But we're going to go back to our seats here in just a minute and we're going to make lists of our own. I picked round, but you do not have to. You could pick any of the other sounds, any of the other shapes that we read about in our book, or any shape that you choose. So we're gonna make lists of our own.
Can I make add one thing? If you choose round, you may only use one of the ideas our class did together. So
Yes.
if you choose round, you can do a sun, but you can't do ball, sun, pumpkin. You can only do one of the ideas. Then you have to think of your own ideas. Okay,
Exactly.
sound good? Use your own brain, yep.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so everybody head back to your seat, and I'm gonna bring over some paper for our list.
Okay, Juliet, now this was new.
You're gonna circle you like the idea circle. I'm gonna be trying.
I'm gonna try it.
Triangle friends.
I forgot about it. Triangle. I'm gonna try to go.
Which one? You pick one. Okay, do circle. That's a good one. Okay, ready?
You know what, I forgot to bring
Yeah,
mine,
go.
but I think I
Okay, come on.
Thank you. Thank you.
One of us go to your seat, okay? I'm gonna get started by word. Okay, what are you gonna draw that's a circle? Okay. Oh yeah, so that's the letter O. What else is a circle? What shape are you going to do? Are you going to do circle? Are you going to